everyone, welcome to my kitchen. Today's special recipe is how to make paneer and methi paratha. Most often you would have had just a plain paneer paratha or an aloo paratha, but this is a combination of methi and paneer and it's absolutely delicious. And it makes it really wholesome and healthy too, because fresh methi leaves when added to your diet is extremely nutritious. So without wasting any time, let's just dive right in and learn how to make this dish. To begin making the paneer and methi parathas, so first we'll make the dough for the paratha. It's very similar to a tawa paratha dough or a fulka dough. It's just that I'm going to be adding a little bit of salt into it. So into my whole wheat flour, I'm just going to add in the salt. Salt is a very important ingredient for making paratha dough because it adds in the taste and the color and the crispness when actually cooking it. So do ensure that you add the salt when you make the paratha dough. So we'll just make sure we keep adding little water at a time and kneading to make a nice and a smooth dough. So now that all the dough has come together, and we will add a little bit of oil on the top so it doesn't feel sticky, right? So adding oil on the top is a great tip when you make paratha dough so that it feels smooth on the top and not sticky. So knead it for about a couple of more minutes until the dough is nice and soft, right? So it should not be firm and stiff. It should be soft, and it's important to get the right consistency of the dough so that you can roll well and the paratha will come out well too. The dough is rolled now for the paratha. Okay, I'm going to now keep it aside and we'll proceed to make the filling. So the filling is extremely simple. I'm going to add in some fresh homemade paneer into the bowl where I'm going to make the filling, and it's soft, right? And we'll add in some chopped onions, finely chopped. You can also add green chilies if you want, but I'm going to omit that just now because when there's too much of greens going in, sometimes you bite into an excess green chili. And we'll also add some freshly chopped methi leaves and some roasted cumin powder. Very few things that just goes into this because the flavors of the methi and paneer and the onions will just come through. And we have to add some salt as well to the filling. And that's it. We're just going to combine all of this and our paneer methi paratha filling would be ready, right? And we'll proceed to make the paratha. Okay? Now that we have the dough and the filling ready, making the paratha is really simple. I'm just going to show you a really quick way of making it. I've taken large lemon-sized portions of the dough, so you need to take a little large portion so that the stuffing doesn't come out, right? Because paneer stuffing is extremely soft. I'm going to dust it in flour and place the dough in the platform and roll it into a 3-inch diameter circle. Don't roll it out too thin because we need the thickness to actually case in the filling, right? So add in like a huge dollop of the paneer and methi filling. I like the paratha to be nice and thick and filled up with a lot of the filling, only then it tastes nice. Okay, so just make sure that it's all inside and bring all the edges of the dough together towards the center and make a pocket, like a pouch. That's it. So remove any excess dough from the top, keep it aside and press it down. And to remove any excess air. At this stage, I'm going to dust it in a little more flour and then gently roll it. So the pressure has to be really smooth, not heavy. Otherwise, the filling will just ooze out of the paratha dough, right? So it's extremely important that you keep the filling, roll it extremely lightly. That's it. The paratha is ready and now we're going to cook it on a preheated pan. So the pan is preheated over here and I'm going to add in the paratha. I'm going to turn on the heat to high. So we'll first dry cook the paratha in the pan, and to make sure that it gets slightly cooked, the dough gets cooked on both the sides. Okay, so once we notice that it feels slightly cooked, we'll add in ghee or oil and crispen the paratha. You notice that both the sides are cooked. The dough doesn't feel raw anymore. It's dry. So at this stage, we'll go ahead and add some oil. Oil, you can make it oil-less as well, but oil or ghee adds a nice crispness to the outside of the paratha and it tastes delicious too. So we'll add a little bit of oil to the other side as well. and we'll cook the paratha until it's nice and browned and crisp on both sides. This will take about less than a minute. Notice the paratha is nice and crisp and browned on both the sides. When you tap in a little bit, you'll feel that crispness. At this stage, I'm just going to remove it, and the paratha is done and ready to be served. Didn't you think making this paratha was really quick, simple and wholesome? The addition of methi along with the paneer into the paratha is absolutely delicious. In fact, the bitterness is completely not there. I packed this paratha for my kids and I serve it along with some sweet mango pickle, and they simply love it. You must try it too. And when you do try out this recipe, leave your feedback in the comments below, because I'm always looking to hear back from you.